fantastic point. I totally agree. I think that's exactly what they're doing.
I think that's a load of horse crap. That's very accurate
me.
at the same time. I just have no way to follow this up.
It's a good kind of horse crap?
Yes,
Is that what you're trying to say right now?
Yes,
I don't know what that is, Brian.
I'll show you after.
Do you know anything about horses, you fucking idiot?
Okay, I'll admit, I was not ready for that. I've actually ridden a horse a few times. They do poop a lot.
They do, on themselves.
And they go wherever they want.
They do.
Just like Quincy Crew is going wherever they want right now with this draft.
You gotta stop it with
They
that.
don't
It's a
care
little too
about
smooth.
the Lena versus Clockwork matchup. They only care about one thing, Brian, and that's domination of the laning phase.
Absolutely. I totally agree with what you said. I think Brian probably agrees too with this Lena flex pick, and I think...
He's doing it again, Brian.
Oh my God, what am I doing? We're not doing a bit. Come on. Come on.
Go on, sorry.
We had such flourishing careers before these moments.
You did?
No, we as in like just the average of us.
Oh, I was gonna say like I don't. So I thought you were talking about yourself.
Okay, well I guess
I don't know about you guys, but talent is my only job. Streamer and YouTuber. So I'm mostly screwed, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, at least I got a backup plan.
Yeah, both of you have fallbacks. Me? I didn't even complete college.
You didn't go to college?
Military, remember?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I thought you did college before that.
Dropped out after.
And speaking of before, we were
I guess I
before this
misremembered that.
bullshit,
Before this
we were talking
conversation,
about the
when we were
draft.
right in the middle of the draft.
I feel like I don't
yeah,
even
but
know
you-
him because I knew the military part, but I thought
So what's next on the band table here, Jenkins?
For who? For Quincy Crew?
Yeah,
I
that's who's
think,
currently banned.
let's see. What are you going to ban? Depends on what they're going to pick. I actually have no idea. Maybe, some Grimstroke, but they're banning carries. Other banning carries, like Drow. You could ban Drow. You don't have much to get on top of her.
they're banning Arc Warden, so I'm imagining Terrorblade being on the platter, the
For
menu
getting picked
for
for Quincy?
Quincy Crew. Yes, they're banning Spectre, Arc Warden,
Yeah.
and maybe even a Drow right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too. Oh,
They banned the CK. That was my second guess.
Yeah, I was gonna go there because illusions and strength heroes, things like that.
Yeah,
The
totally.
CK
That is what CK does. Yep.
Yeah.
CK's been real big in NA, and
hasn't.
I don't
Really?
know what to think about
Are
it.
you serious?
Yeah, but it has been really, really big.
Is it carry or offlane?
No, it's been carry.
Okay.
So they've been running it just like lane dominators with like Grimstroke
Huh.
or something. I think Beast Coast has been.
You know what it is?
They were the biggest reason.
Go.
Midas. Midas works in NA
Yeah.
because
There's Midas in EU.
yeah, but Midas in NA
Can work on anything.
works particularly well
on anything.
on anything.
Yeah, in EU it has to be a hero that can fight anyways.
Yes.
With a Midas.
Yeah.
In NA, it just needs a hero that likes 40 attack speed.
This is I don't even
CK
know.
likes
I don't
attack
even
speed
know
now.
if you need that. I feel like you just get a Midas. Period. In NA, people just hit jungle creeps.
We've both lost respect for our own region.
I mean, I've lost all respect for myself, and I'm North American, so
Yeah.
that's the real.
It's not. We're not separating ourselves from the region.
No, I've just
Yeah,
lost
we
respect.
want-
We are included.
We want to be very clear that we were born and bred in this region, and simultaneously have lost all self-worth and confidence
Well, I just want to
as
say.
we move on in the draft.
I want to say that I love myself. I respect myself, and I love and respect the North and South American region. And that's why we're here in the grand finals. Purely here for the passion of it. Right here in the middle of Game 3, where we're looking at a third pickup here
Of the Legion.
from 4 Zoomers.
No, we already got the Legion Commander one
Yeah.
for Quincy Crew.
That's why we're on the
But that's
third
what
pick
we're
for
looking
4
at.
Zoomers.
But we're looking at that right now.
Legion Commander is kind of like a. I don't know about this hero.
I haven't seen this hero very much in EU at all. Maybe specifically against Batrider is when I've seen Legion.
It's usually where the purge is somehow going to be utilized, which it's not a bad purge game. Like you can save people from Void and Clock whenever they make their initiation and like disrupt that. It's okay for that. Lich, you don't see this hero too often, but good physical resistance against the Legion duel if you want to play that way. But I feel like just with how Lelis built last game and how he usually builds, we're probably going to see more of like a pipe Legion, a buffer Legion. I think it's also just better to do that. Depends on the game, though. Depends if there's like
Legion's
a
a
star.
weird hero because it's a very 5-man heavy meta, and her only 5-man skill as of right now is really the overwhelming odds. And I just say compared to a lot of other offlaners, she's lackluster. The thing that she does offer is that her laning stage is incredibly strong. Really just good base stats overall. Barely loses any lanes. The Dispel is really good against lanes that have damage over time or any debuffs.
What hero takes advantage of Lich in his lane and is also good against Legion Commander then?
I think you also have to wait till the next pick, but I think of something like Troll, something like Ursa. These heroes that, if they get dueled, don't even necessarily mind that, but then also use the Lich armor to get in there. I'm personally liking the Ursa for Sammy Boy here. I know back in the day when him and I were teammates, a dark,
Sammy Boy
beautiful
Ursa.
time, Sammy Boy Ursa, we beat EG with that. So
That was right after kicking me from the team. Thanks for that, by the way.
yeah, we noticed, we weeded out the problem. We did the
For Monkeys
technical
Forever,
troubleshooting.
actually, specifically.
Yes.
So this is a very
And now you're here.
this is a very
And
personal.
me.
he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
on
really
screen.
hope
And
the
we're
grand
casting
finals.
together.
hope that Monkeys.
He's playing with Sammy Boy while we're casting together.
You guys actually kicked Sammy Boy very soon after that as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So look how the tables have turned. Brian, Sammy Boy's doing it for both of us.
Indeed, how to turn tables.
Same
The Matt Ryder pickup for Zoomers, so
Oh,
we still have to swap
Monkeys
around
Forever.
here.
Into
Better be
Legion.
playing that. Yeah,
They can still have
Nuts.
right? Void Spirit could still be 3, and they can have a mid gunner or vice versa.
Yeah. It's a good Bat Rider game in regards to the Firefly component, but as you mentioned, Legion Commander, very strong laner against it, very strong in game. They could throw it mid as a Legion, they could throw it in the side lane. They can pretty much adjust to this in any way they want. So this is really telling me that Zoomer says we don't want to go out without playing our absolute best heroes.
Okay.
Individually, not the best heroes for the game, but the heroes we are best at. And I really hope to see Monkeys on Bat Rider. No offense to Gunner. It's just not the same when you have like 50 games on Bat Rider compared to 700.
Yeah. He plays a lot of bat.
He plays a lot of 10th pick bat.
Yeah.
Just to leave it
That's
open.
a very important specification there.
Doesn't Bat Rider
Monkeys
also
classic.
lose to Lena mid? Or at least you don't like dominate as you should.
Yeah, I think so.
In game, it's
Match
fine
night,
though.
right?
I'd say most matchups for Bat Rider go pretty even.
Yeah.
Like in the mid lane.
So in that case, maybe
with the napalm nerf for sure. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm dropping it. Just
The Napalm nerf is too
current
much.
patch Bat Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be clear.
okay.
Continue, Cap.
Sorry about that.
He was
What I was
really
saying is, again, leading into your thought process of they're just focusing on what they're best at, and they're just going to accept the matchups they have.
Yeah.
They're going to accept Void Spirit mid against Lena, which is difficult.
Yeah, this is OG TIA game 4 or game 5. I mean, where they just said we're gonna play the heroes we've played the most ever. You know,
Okay.
Seb on Magnus. You know, Ana on Ember, Thompson on Zeus,
Okay.
No Tail on Shaker, I believe.
Yeah. No,
So
I think-
Husky is currently telling Monkeys Forever, you're the best Bat Rider in this entire tournament.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
He's-
we're gonna show
that's
them.
he's not wrong. I actually agree with that. I think he's
And
the best
Sammy
Bat Rider.
Boy, that's a hero that hits a lot of creeps. Not so bad against Legion because Warcry pretty good for manning up as well as the God Strength. Not
Takes
so
advantage of Lich.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And eventually he's going to be the Superman, the American hero that we oh so desperately need with that Acceptor.
Quincy, they have a response to all of this.
Let's see.
What is that response?
I was going to say it's going to be one of the Bat Rider and lane counters. I was going through the names. Void came to mind first, but he was already banned out. Slark, I would say this is a 8 out of 10 Slark game. They have a lot of damage on the ground, so it's hard for Slark's ulti to be like keeping him alive through damage. But once he gets 2 or 3 items, like the Scotty especially,
An 8 out of 10 is probably the best you would expect in a professional match, probably.
yeah, I don't think anyone's ever going to give you a perfect Slark game, and also it's a really good matchup against Fen and Bat. I think that's the most notable thing. It really secures their lineup with a hero that supplies the vision of aggression. Like Tree, yes, he's invis with his level 10 talent, but most of the time he's kind of sitting in the dangerous lanes, just pushing it out with Nature's Grasp. So Bat Rider is going to be the scout, enabling the Lena and the Legion Commander to get the jumps they need. They can't really punish him until maybe a Bat Rider Blink or a Void Spirit Yules, but even then, the Void Spirit Yules, you can Dark Pact before the Remnant registers
Yes,
you. So
yes,
you're only
you can.
stunned for a second and a half maximum.
It's like all pseudo disable for him.
Yeah,
Like, it's
exactly.
all really projected disables. It's like a Lich who's going to walk up to you, a Bat Rider who needs to walk up to you to lasso until he gets the blink. Even when he does have the blink lasso, like if he comes out of smoke, you're going to see him pop the smoke, and then he's going to blink on you, and then you can press Dark Pact if you're quick enough. Like, this is definitely a really good Slark game. One of the more annoying things for Bat versus a Slark that I think is underrated a lot is, like you were mentioning, the vision. Night Stalker traditionally was also like a good counter to Batrider for the same reason, where he just wouldn't ever be able to initiate on you. This is way back when Batrider was all about the blink initiations as opposed to these travels. But Slark counters both of those periods. Like, you don't care about the napalm, you don't care about the blink initiation because you see him before he sees you, even out of smoke for the most part.
Yeah. We got a pretty clear-cut game plan from 4 Zoomers, though. You got 4 heroes that are going to run around like chickens with their head cut off, and Sven's going to hit creeps. I think it's a nice, straightforward draft. I think it's going to be much easier to execute than the previous 2, and I like their chances a lot here, more so than before.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, fair enough. We're going to see if we actually manage to get ourselves a Game 4. Can 4 Zoomers do it? Can they get a victory here in this Grand Finals and actually make this Finals a little bit spicy? We're going to see as we head into Game 3 with 3 of your favorite casters all in one trio. Let's go check it out. That's right. Thank you so much, Cap. Here we are, Game 3 of 4 Zoomers versus Quincy Crew. Quincy Crew has certainly been leading this entire story the entire way. 2-0, very nice. They just actually took a series not too long ago against Quincy Crew at ESL 1, the lower bracket finals, where they also 2-0'd 4 Zoomers. But maybe this is the moment. Maybe this is the moment, gentlemen, where they all turn it around. That's right, I'm going to be joined by BSJ as well as Jenkins.
Hello, nice to be here. You know, I totally agree with the panel when they said that this is much more of a 4 Zoomers draft where they're just playing heroes that they want to play. It's a lot more straightforward to execute. As Brian, I believe his name was saying.
That guy was really cool. He was a Chad for sure.
Yeah, very, actually, the guy sitting next to him was quite attractive, but we won't talk about that because that's just not PG. It's
not relevant.
Did you guys notice? But I think that was, like, probably our best panel yet, like, throughout the entire tournament. I don't know, like, those guys, it really seemed like they did a lot of studying and were really on point.
Yeah, they absolutely killed it. The analysis, the diction, it was just...
Yeah, they definitely killed it, but I don't think it's in the way that you were implying there.
Well, we're certainly going to need 4 Zoomers to kill it. Otherwise, this is going to be just a straight-up 3-0 for Quincy Crew, something that they've done before.
That was beautiful CS.
Just not too long ago. 4-0 already for Quinn in this 2-0 series.
Keeping on that pressure under the tower, abusing that 500 radius, staying a little bit out of that so the tower doesn't aggro to him, getting those right clicks in. Very nice.
Did you know that was a mechanic I did not know about until like a year and a half ago?
I think there's a lot of mechanics in Dota that are very hard to know without just explicitly being told or experiencing it in a game and then going to practice lobby.
I thought you were going to say there's a lot of mechanics that I believe you don't know, Brian.
Yeah, I thought that was going to go the other direction too.
I wouldn't throw my analyst under the bus. I wouldn't do that.
I will just say to the viewers at home to not suffer from the same... You know, not have to learn the same lessons that I learned. If there's a single thing, such as tower diving aggro mechanics, that you know you don't know 100% about in Dota, and you want to get better, just learn that shit. Because eventually you feel real dumb that you didn't know that and you weren't able to abuse it. And the only thing stopping you was just doing a little bit of homework.
Right,
even Cap got somebody else to do his homework.
You want a quiz? Okay.
No.
Who does the tower prioritize? A hero attacking the tower or a hero attacking a hero?
Hero attacking a hero.
Incorrect. Hero attacking the tower.
That's exactly why I was testing you.
It defends itself, first and foremost.
Really? Yeah, it's always targets that are attacking it first.
Yep.
Whether or not it's creeps or heroes. But the second you issue an attack on a hero, it will overtake it.
Within 500 radius.
Yes, within 500 radius, while the tower range is 700.
Correct. I think it might be a little smaller, but the wiki, you know, the number is always a little bit off. It's okay.
So what you're
fountains of information.
Wait, so what you're telling me, right, is that if I issue an attack command underneath tower on the opponent, and I'm attacking a hero, and my ally is attacking the tower, he'll draw aggro from it?
Correct.
But what if I've already drawn aggro?
The tower has to actually switch.
So it doesn't switch to me if I'm attacking the tower,
only
but it'll
switches to you.
prioritize me as a new target if I am attacking the tower.
Correct. It only switches to you if whatever it's attacking dies, or if a hero gets attacked by another hero within 500
That's the
radius.
important distinction that you were not clear about in all the
that is actually a... there's somebody very brilliant that said, Dota is a game of rules, but there are exceptions.
I think his name was BSJ that said that.
I don't know who that was, but he's a very smart lad. I think it was Albert Einstein.
Yeah, that sounds right. I actually
Wait, no,
can't tell.
seriously, who did say that?
It was BSJ.
I was like, I actually say that a shit ton. I don't know if he's directly quoting me right now.
Can I say on the record that you said that in some video? That did stick with me. That's a very good.
That is a great quote.
Very great quote. You've got good quotes. The dead lane thing, you get memed on for that, but you know
I stole that one from Bulba.
That's fair.
All the other
You
ones
didn't even steal it accurately.
I know. That's the funny part. He always tells me anytime I say dead lane that I have to give him like a 10% commission. But what about the rules and
10% of 0?
Yeah, that's the goal. I'm just like, I haven't made any money off those videos. Those aren't even monetized, bro.
Can't monetize a stolen concept.
Yeah, exactly.
That's illegal.
He never copyrighted that shit. It's all right.
Power runes are coming up in 15 seconds. Very important for both these mid laners. You can already see the setup there for the Clockwork, which does lead the Bat Rider alone, which does lead to a kill on him.
Looks like we're seeing some lane domination coming out from Quincy crew. They got the Slark against the Bat. They got the Legion Commander against pretty much anything, always just a strong lane. And then, as you mentioned in the draft, you two so kindly told us that Lina, she takes a little dump on Void Spirit.
You say like a little dump, that makes it sound like, you know, it's like a normal situation, but this is like full bowel emptying dump.
He's only up by 6 CS.
No, I know. I'm just, if we're trying to express the difference between these heroes, I think Gunner's just a very high skill mid, and he knows this matchup.
True. He's maxing out the W. That's kind of like the farm recovery build, as he actually rotated over and farmed the small camp in the meanwhile, knowing that it's just not necessarily worth being in lane to tank all the harass that he would be tanking when the Lina is hitting him. As the bounty runes are spawning at 450 we are. I did a Yoda on you guys right there on accident.
I think we should just not interrupt you.
Very good, that is.
Just let you say the Oh no.
What happened there?
That's a steamer.
I think he...
That's a festering
I think
steamer.
he got hit by an LSA on a Dissimulate land.
I think you're right. Kyle told me not to say festering.
Yeah, I was about to say, Kyle gave Jenkins one criteria for him to cast this series. What was the other one?
Don't swear.
Okay. He
Don't
said don't
swear
swear all
every
the time.
other word.
Yeah, he said don't swear every other word, and don't say festering. And Jenkins has blatantly disobeyed Kyle, who everyone in the scene loves, and you should never
respects.
do. Yeah, deeply respects.
It slipped out. I mean, it just, when you see a matchup like this, I feel like it's something that you need to talk about with the most, aggressive, the most visceral of language.
True.
Otherwise, you're not portraying the matchup or the emotion of the story accurately.
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
I love Monkeys Forever. I love when he does this, man. I love watching him do this. I watch so many of his replays to try to figure out how the hell he makes this much space, dude. He is the master of this. Let's just watch. Like, enjoy this guy doing this.
Watch him just die now that Jenkins is praising him.
He doesn't die. He gets away. Look at the space! Look at this space! Oh my god, Monkeys Forever's a fucking god. I'm breaking the rule number 2. God damn it. But I love seeing him do this. I unironically think this is a big nerf to Zoomers, that you can't do this for the first 5 minutes. I really feel like so much of their game was carried by the fact that Monkeys made this much space in every game, and why we really love to see him on Bat, because he does shit like this.
Yeah, we've seen several Reddit clips from his stream where he's like in a bat or an axe with battle hunger, and he's just juking the shit out of people through trees. Definitely one of the best parts of his game. You said Zoomers thrive on chaos, and the problem that Quincy crew is forcing upon them is that they're just keep drafting really stable lanes.
Yeah.
Like, it's just pretty hard to create that chaos this early on, as we do see an engagement already at the opponent triangle. This is a very Zoomer-esque type thing. I don't understand it as the boomer that I am, as Quinn is just going to Laguna Blade him to the face. Meanwhile, Monkeys Forever is potentially going to be in some trouble. Back to bottom we go. Gunner uses the Dissimulate, narrowly clips over that. What is that again? A cliff.
Did we agree that Brian is the play-by-play? Why is he just taking the reins here?
No,
I could use a break.
Yeah, I was just enjoying it.
All right, let me do the next one.
You got the next one.
UR comes in. He's got the leash. A couple of Essence shifts stacked. He pops the ulti. Monkey, you need to be... God damn it.
It's harder than it looks, man.
I know. It's because you were doing it. I was just thinking about...
Ocean, got to be able to get on top of MSS here with a battery assault. Tossed away by the telekinesis, so he turns and goes on Alilas instead. He did manage to get the stun, but it's really hard to get through those nasty brambles.
You're making us look bad, Cap. Don't appreciate it.
Do you want to
Here, let me say something really dumb.
Go ahead.
Analysis-wise is...
You did your
I'm
job,
waiting.
buddy.
That's it?
Power Rune spawn at 8 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
That's true, actually. Though.
I mean, that's not dumb. That's just true. That's really good. Are you
factual
serious? You think
statement.
that that's the sort of thing we would probably be saying? So it's kind of
3,000 net worth lead at 8 minutes is very small. It's not a big deal.
Yep, not at all. As SVG gets gone on by Gunnar as well as Ocean 3-man gank. Husky comes in with the Frost Blast. Gunnar getting the last hit as he gets 181 gold. Or no, Husky gets the last hit. Damn it, PSJ. And
Monkeys comes
rotating
in
with
he's
the
got
lasso.
the lasso.
Oh, you got this one.
Okay, and Dissimulate comes out onto Quinn. Monkeys Forever with the rotation. Really nice kill with that Arcane Rune coming out from Gunnar. But Sammy Boy on the bot lane, he gets dueled. Is this going to be a solo kill? Oh my god, Lilith, 10 damage as soon as he hits level 6, and now he's almost level 7.
Let's just rotate this through. Cap, you got the next one.
I would like to point out that the courier kill was worth more than the Dream Protector.
That's good analysis. I thought you were supposed to be doing bad analysis.
Cap.
Jump in. MSS is going to be popped pretty easily here. Zoomers just quickly trying to put pressure onto this mid lane and start chipping away at this tower, but the Lina is going to come back into things. Meanwhile, top lane, Monkeys Forever, he's going to be able to try and stretch out that pounce and stay out of the hands of Yawar and put the icky sticky onto SVG. Thinking about it. Flame
It's level
break,
7
bumping it back just a little bit more. Yawar's going to take a bit of damage, and Monkeys Forever not sure. Do I help my support? Do I go for the kill? Do I go for the kill? I'm going to go for the kill. I'm going to go for SVG. Kill him, take him down. My support plays the distance against Yawar, who does have a hand of Midas and are already level 9 at 9.5 minutes in. This boy is stacked on experience.
And the problem here is this rotation from Zoomers. While they do get a kill onto the Train Protector, this leaves Sammy Boy down in the bot lane against a Legion that just solo killed him. This is a level 6 Sven versus a level 8 Legion, so he has to literally just leave and go jungle. Lelis has total control of this bot area. He's going to get both of these bounties, and he's putting a lot of pressure on this tower as well.
All the 1v1s in this game are in favor of Quincy Crew. If it's just Slark versus Bat, if it's just Lina versus Void, if it's just Legion versus the Sven. So that's where you get stretched pretty thin on your resources, and that's really the punishment you're feeling for being down 3,000 net worth at 10 minutes. As Ocean, he finds SVG in the cogs as he battery assaults him down. The Nature's Grasp used defensively, off the mark by just a bit, but does dissuade Ocean's further aggression. Gets the D ward on MSS. One of them on the cliff, he does. Quincy Crew, will they leave him on? Is this Arteezy or is this a different person? Yes, it is a different person. Ocean goes down as Gunnar has the double damager. Now Quincy says, "Gee, how did he get up there?" And he's gonna burn like the tree he deserves to burn on that cliff as he falls down in a dramatic fashion. Dissimulate used to get on top of MSS. Gunnar does disengage as Yawar cleans up Monkeys Forever in the back. Does get hit by the Remnant, but he still has ult if they want to chase. Laylas has rotated all the way from the bottom lane. Dissimulate used to create a bit more space. Put the lift into the duel. Into the Frost, or Chain Frost. Will it kill all of them? Yes, it will as Gunnar. What? Dude, come on, man. Man up.
He didn't kill anybody.
Dude, he actually could have killed Laylas right there. I think.
It's still going. Keep going.
Nah.
No, we're good. We good.
It's done already. Dude, I think Gunnar actually could have killed him.
Chain Frost gonna kill everybody?
Could have.
It will.
Could have. This is protecting Sammy and his jungle to farm up those Ancients. He's got his stack. He's got his lifesteal. And Mask of Madness coming on out. So a little bit of space for him, which he desperately needed. This does put him a little bit above this Legion commander in terms of net worth. They're kind of duking it out for that third spot right now.
Man, they really gave Zoomers like no options when it came to the laning phase. Slark and Legion Commander against Bat Rider, so lose-lose scenario there. Lina and what was the other one? Oh, Slark versus Void Spirit, which is also pretty bad, right, Brian?
Absolutely.
Yes, that's a rough one. Remember, they picked the Bat into Legion.
That's the problem when you pick heroes into counters, guys. Suddenly you get two counters, and the hero's twice as hard to play.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Tower push coming out on the top lane. I think it should be fairly easy for Quincy to defend that if they want to. Sammy Boy in the mid lane. They have the Yules coming out. Quinn, has he got the setup? There are people TPing in, so they do pop the Laguna Blade, but Husky, he comes in. He doesn't have the Chain Frost, so it is enough for Quinn to just turn around and press another nuke on him. And on the top lane, Yawar finds Ocean. Lelis, I don't know if he used the duel or what, but he's a bit out of position there. Still has Ocean. Gunnar, he's coming in. I don't know if you want to trade with Yawar here, though. You have to be very careful. If he gets that Legion, you have the duel on Legion. You'd have some issues if you're Gunnar.
I really like this rotation we got going here. Cap, it's on you, buddy.
He knows.
I gotta remind the people at home for...
You ruined the magic, Brian.
Sorry.
If you draw attention to it.
Sorry!
We have the Blink Dagger on Legion Commander? It is?
Yeah?
Yeah, it's got
Absolutely.
He's so farmed and he's only sitting on phase food, so that is definitely a Blink coming his way.
What if it's a Midas?
That would be disrespectful. But I have seen Zoomers I have seen Sammy Boy do a double Battle Fury Queen of Pain for the literal first time in Dota 2 history. That is never... Battle Fury hadn't been done, and he went double Battle Fury on Queen of Pain.
This is Cap's time. Go ahead, Cap.
Oh, yeah, Cap.
What was his reasoning for that?
Disrespect.
The region.
Wow.
And the
Region.
damage.
He
heard Quap liked cleavage.
Oh, you said the regen, not the region.
Yeah, the region.
I was gonna say this is the disrespect that Zoomers have for the NA region. So if you're wondering why we are, making jokes at NA's expense, Zoomers also agrees with this.
Managed to get the duel and the Brambles. Okay, that's just a dead Ocean, but they are going to try and turn around SVG, getting a number of heroes here. They're just going to be able to burst down. Gunner caught by the overgrowth and easily chained with the Lina. But now Monkeys Forever is here. They hit the stun, but trying to go for this 5-position Treant Protector does not seem worth it. Yule Scepter up. Ocean's going to be able to come back in. A nice Cogs push back there right into the hands of Monkeys Forever. The lasso pull back in. Rubik actually managed to steal lasso himself, but he does go down to Ocean, who looks to be able to cut off Quinn. But now he's kind of in no man's land. The rest of his boys, they've run out of steam. So Ocean, he doesn't want the dive back, but it's going to happen anyway. And LSA is there to stop him. And there he goes, dead for 53 seconds.
Laylis is on 140 ping, body blocking people while blinking in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think just generally fantastic backline defense from Lelis as well as Quincy crew. Like, they're just staying near each other so that this Zoomers lineup, being as low HP as they were, they can't just like re-engage, They can't just kill a straggler and get maybe an extra kill there. Because it looked not too bad. Quincy were a little bit low on some of their heroes, but I think they need to split up for them to get picked off. Otherwise, they're pretty immortal with this Legion standing so close.
Yeah, when you are Sven, you are not feeling comfortable when you are 2,500 net worth behind the opponent carry at 15 minutes of the game, as Yoar looks to invade the bounty runes, is just going to have to flex his body there. His existence was enough to drive away Sammy Boy and the rest of Zoomers, as Monkeys Forever does pick up the bottom bounty runes, gets both of them for his bottle, does have Tranquil Boots instead of the Travels, felt the need to go for the more early game, mid-gamey items as his start was not ideal, is very close to a Blink Dagger, 500 gold off. Might be a time for them to go, but they still have to be very careful about that Legion Commander press the attack, as Treant has rotated bottom as well as a Legion Commander, and the Lina. Will Monkeys stay too long?
Yeah, they have this beautiful ward setup, so they know that he's still here.
It looks like he will, as he gets Yulesed up by Quinn, followed by the duel from Laylis, and the duel damage is claimed, 20 duel damage. It's amazing how many spells I know the names of, and then the second I see them in the game live, I cannot tell you as they are being casted.
Yep.
As the Dragon Slave was followed
in the
up
mid lane
from the Yules.
Okay, just a bit of chip damage here, a bit of harass, but UR looks like he wants to commit to this. Nah, he's just farming up. That doesn't count, by the way. I get to do the next team fight.
Dude, you don't tell people we're rotating. Ruins it.
Yeah, there's a difference between play-by-play and just general talking.
Yeah, you
don't
can
have to like. We don't have to split up the entire broadcast into thirds.
Go down the line.
That's the only way this will
That'll
work.
be something else.
We are too incompetent to do anything else.
Yule Scepter almost done by Gunner. God, they need some initiation. They need that Yules. They need the Blink Dagger from Monkeys. And they finally do have that. But it's looking rough out here.
I don't know how they do have the blink on Monkeys now. No Firefly though. I think you need that extra bit of damage to kill somebody. You probably want to go for Quinn if you can get him away from the Legion Commander. It's almost like they know on Quincy that he's got that blink. Smoke comes out. And they do see some targets here.
Opening here.
Legion Duel comes out. Sammy Boy pops his ulti. The lasso also comes out onto the Quinn backline. Gunner pops the Dissimulate, hits Quinn with it. He's popped his ult, but he's taking a lot of that ground damage that Brian was talking about. Husky on the backline, he's getting focused. Gunner's really trying to go for here. He's got double damage. I feels like he has enough damage. And the hook comes in from Ocean. They're actually able to kill That's 4 people dead.
Dude, that could not have been better for 4 Zoomers. Right as the Legion Commander jumps in and duels is the same time that Monkeys jumps in and lassos Lina. So there's no save for the Lina, and the Legion Commander is completely surrounded because he was expecting that Lina was going to be able to just blow up the hero that he was dueling real quickly. And now they're going to be able to find SVG here pretty easily. That's just a free pick-me-up for the boys of the Zooms. And they are Feeling a little bit better because this was looking real bleak. But hey, that Blink Dagger pickup, a nice smoke, and things turn around just a bit.
Yeah, I think Laylos was getting a bit too comfortable there. As a Legion, it's very important distinguishment to be made between...
Stop saying that. Stop saying that.
It's a very important distinction to make between whether or not your most important ability in team fights is your press the attack or duel. Prior to that, Four Zoomers didn't really have any reliable initiation, so his press the attack wasn't really needed. But once they got the blink on Bat, as well as the Yules on Void Spirit, it was super important that he saved that press the attack rather than going in with the duel. So I think he's going to learn his lesson from that one and make sure for the next fight that he can let the Slark go first. He can let maybe the Rubik lift start it off, and his duel can be maybe a follow-up.
Yeah, I mean they've Lena Yules as well. They have Treant, they have Rubik. Like there's a basically everybody else is comfortable starting fights at this point in the game. So I totally agree, and I think that's just the best blink reveal that you can get from Zoomers. I mean they literally killed all 5.
Yeah.
Like the Treant ended up dying afterwards too. So it was actually just 5 people dying on that blink reveal, or as a result of that blink reveal.
And the funny part is Quincy Crew's still up by 4,000 net worth.
Yeah, it's brought them back a little bit, but unfortunately there wasn't any bounty rune pickup after that. There wasn't
Roshan,
tower, nothing like that. It was just a fight in the jungle, just a fight. But then Four Zoomers were kind of a little bit too low, especially on Gunner. They had to go back. You're up next. That's all I was trying to indicate to you there. But
as the Four Zoomers, they do smoke up. Looking for a clean target MSS. That's a fine target. He's a squishy support. Sammy Boy pops his ultimate, but as of now, nothing happens. Forward Ocean gets the hook onto the Legion. They also expend the lasso. Looks like Laylos will be going down as Gunner overcommits away from the team, isolated. Goes down to the immediate burst of the Lino Laguna as Yawar chases in, still has that ultimate. Ocean, he's pulling a Chappie in the middle of the fight, cogs away from MSS. That does pull you out of Shadow Amulet. Ice Armor to make him a bit tankier. That's just feeding more Essence Shift stacks to Yawar as he's going nom 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 with 11 temporary stacks. And
he's going to try and hunt down monkeys. They're going to try and sandwich him.
Excuse me?
That's pretty cute.
What? What do you say?
It's called setting you up, Ryan. That's what the setup is.
Monkeys.
Yeah, the tree comes in.
Okay, you got this.
What are you doing? This is my job. The rook comes in from the tree, and he's keeping on top of him, so that way the Leech Seed keeps proccing, and the stolen Flame Break brings him back into the lift, and this is going to be more Essence Shift stacks for Yawar, who's already pretty huge.
How do I know when a fight ends and begins? Wasn't that the same fight?
No,
that was cool. I was setting you up to keep going, Brian. Come on.
It's funny because I literally liked what you did.
Goddamn amateur hour.
By the way, Leech Seed is a debuff on the opponent. He does not have to stand next to him anymore. Learn your patch notes.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Got him. That's actually the only time I've been able to call Jenkins out for a mechanics incorrection. So I
know it's a debuff on the opponent, but I thought you actually still had to stand near. But then now I realize that makes no sense.
It was the old one, not the old one.
Right, but I knew they changed it to. Oh, I'm saying it doesn't matter. It's super irrelevant. But yeah, you're right.
Okay, Jenkins. Sometimes we just have to admit we're wrong.
Yeah.
I did not do that.
I just wanted to make it way more dramatic than it was because it was a very minor error.
You say distinguish duel? That's not a word. Duel comes out.
Either is Gibbon.
That is a word. That's a great ape. It's a beautiful great ape.
So was that an engagement? I don't think that counted.
That does not. Well, that counted for Cap. Yeah, you go next, BSJ.
Okay, cool.
We make the rules here.
I feel like I got shortchanged.
This is a free-for-all.
I mean, hell, even Jenkins filled in on the last bit of it.
Sammy Boy does have the SMY going for the BKB. I would say this is not the ideal build for Sven. I've seen it several times, but this is usually a build that you like to be ahead with because the issue is you don't necessarily bring down targets very fast.
Yeah.
So with this in mind, he's going to need that BKB plus probably a damage item to boot. Whether or not Ags, which is kind of a damage item because it helps you hit people, or just a straight up AC or Daedalus because BKB is basically going to allow him to fight, but they still could just outmaneuver him and kite him around.
It's kind of weird because he's actively saying, like, okay, these fights are going to draw out, and that is to the direct advantage of a Slark.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Who also has his own BKB.
Yeah, very nice.
Very farmed. Got a little smorgasbord of 2,000 gold items. Midas, Yasha, Echo Saber.
Technically 6 slotted.
Wand, yes.
Very nice items.
Going for the 4 staff on clock. Looks like we have multiple Shadow Blades coming out on Quincy Crew. They got the Invis Tree. They got the Shadow Blade coming out on Lena. The eventual Silver Edge on Slark. SVG, he's scouting out, looking for some fruit at the low-hanging branches as Ocean gets leaped on by Yawar, but utilizes that hook to effectively disengage. Had the Frost Shield just in case from his boy Husky, but will Zoomers turn this into a smoke potential move of their own? No. This is in a we're going to farm a stack with that Firefly. While there's no really major objective to go for, Sven's hitting some creeps, still doesn't have that BKB, clearing out his own jungle based on the fact that he saw Quincy crew bottom. And I'm going to stop acting like this engagement has dragged out.
That's a NA move to the core.
It's leapt, by the way. Don't get that wrong next time.
What is it? Leapt. Did I say leaped?
Yes. Embarrassing.
I'm going to look that one up.
Anyway, UR is smoked up with Lelis here. They do see Ocean once again getting caught out, but then again, is it really getting caught out? Does he want to bait this smoke here? They see Quinn now. Very nice disengage coming from Zoomers here. Keeping this at only a 5k gold deficit. If one fight goes their way, it could be... Okay, Duel comes out onto Monkey's bat. He's right in the tower. This is the initiator. This is the guy with the blink lasso. He can't get away, even with the Lich saving him.
I thought they totally knew about this. How did he get caught right there?
Yeah, they literally saw 4 heroes mid.
The disrespect, he just wanted to clear up that wave with Firefly, and he ends up dying for it. Huh. Double damage on Quinn. Not attack speed, as if he doesn't have enough with the Lina passive.
Ocean's sitting on top of a ward right now, so they could at some point in time try and jump on him as he's trying to kind of set up into position. There it is, SVG right in front of him. Lelis tries to jump, but he managed to get the cogs pushed back on the two of them. BKB going to be activated by Quinn. He's going to quickly deal with Ocean. The hook shot does go out, though. Ocean will eventually die, though. Laguna Blade comes out from Quinn. His BKB being used, though. I wonder if Quincy crew really want to stick around for this any longer. Yeah, they're going to back up.
Look at this Quinn build. Is he going for a Crystallis or is he
a Shadow Blade? I literally said that already.
Did you? I don't pay any attention to what you say.
That's fair.
Monkeys
forever might take the bait. No, does blink into the Yules from the Lina as Cap already got his short engagement, gets the dissimulate into the Ether Remnant, but that looks like it's just to get away as Gunnar may be getting caught out by a Treant ulti. He cannot use his abilities after he gets lifted and rooted, misses the root actually, decides to hold on to it as Gunnar may look to go back in with the Frost Shield from Lich. SVG, actually he did use his ultimate, he just missed it. Has to be careful on that tree without his ult as for Zoomers, forcing out abilities, but how will they capitalize, Jenkins?
Well, I think that you can probably capitalize by going ahead and doing a smoke wraparound, maybe picking off the backlines of the Rubik and possibly the Lina first. I mean, this hero's so squishy. Even with a BKB, I think you have enough disable to chain lockdown her. But the problem is, this Lelis Legion commander, I think you need to abuse the fact that he's playing 150 ping.
140.
How do you do that?
Let's do this!
Well... Analyst Brian, how do you go ahead and do that?
You just gotta jump people who are on the very fringe of Legion Commander's range, so by the time he registers and pushes that W button, they're already out of range.
Yeah, Force Staff actually helps there. Force Staff is definitely...
Now you guys know why Brian was able to get so high MMR in North America.
After moving to 9 ping.
Abusing all the people who are playing on 100 ping plus.
Laylos is still way higher ranked than me, so I tell people I definitely noticed the difference between 80 and 9 ping, but well, excuses can only go so far when one of the top 10 players is playing on twice as much as I ever played on. As
on
we
2
do have
accounts, top 10 on 2 accounts.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. He's actually insane because he also plays all other roles. I've realized a lot lately that playing other roles really helps you understand your own role, because these top tier players, pretty much all of them can just randomly play something else. Obviously, their hero pool isn't as extensive on those other roles, but having a few signature heroes on them really does enhance your overall understanding of the game, as it looks like Ocean has come back.
What are your signature heroes, Brian, in
what role?
Capitalist Dota?
In what role?
Any role. Number 1 hero.
Well, number 1 hero is Slark.
Really?
Yeah. I think my best offlaner is Legion, so all these heroes are in this game right now.
Cap, how about you? Tango?
Clock. Earthshaker, Tango.
Oh. What about Mars? I know you're a big Mars player.
Yeah, but I haven't played. Those are my top 3 most played heroes.
You are disgusting.
What about you, Jenkins? Actually, wait, nobody cares. As a fight's about to potentially break out.
And this is definitely my turn, because BSJ got his.
This is just a tower punch.
Well,
neither
you actually baited me.
They're literally on the other side of the map right
Yeah,
now.
I know. I'm checking Jenkins' map awareness. As
no, that was your map awareness, and now you're just throwing me under the bus, as you do.
Indeed.
people and teammates as well. That's why
Well, I'm just noticing
you get
potential
kicked.
competition to take away my small amount of pay that I get that you don't, and I have to be careful that can't let you take that away from me in the future.
It's actually very expensive for me to be here. Kyle makes me pay him,
Yes.
and
And my apartment's still nicer than yours.
he makes me feed him, actually. Okay, and we have Lelis. He gets lassoed up. This is definitely the target, but Monkey's Forever, he gets gone on Timmy Boy. He does have the ult. He's doing a lot of damage. He goes on to Quinn. It's BKB versus BKB, and the hook comes out for Motion. No knockback there. Chain Frost comes through. UR pops the BKB. He's focusing Husky. Very easy kill for UR here. Okay, and he goes on to Sammy Boy. He's got the Basher, so Sammy Boy, he has to run away now. He's got no BKB. UR, he purges the Q from Void Spirit that I don't remember what it's called. MSS on the back line. Monkey's Forever, he's got a few stacks on him. Quinn, he's really low, but he is in that...
so close.
Okay, he doesn't hit it. Gunnar doesn't know where he is because he doesn't have any detection because he's a core player. And this is North America we're talking about. Okay, he once again purges another stun. He goes back on Sammy Boy. Sammy Boy, he gets 4-staffed out. I don't know who that was. Maybe that was
Dude, he's
Monkey's
getting
Forever.
so many stacks at
He's
this
getting
point.
a lot of stacks. He does so much.
Oh, they juke back.
Into lasso. Okay, that's a Yule Scepter, not a lasso. And they pull him back with the Remnant. Do they have enough lockdown for him? He has no mana, so they might actually be able to kill him, but he's got so many stacks. You have to be careful.
Dude, get away from this,
Can you
man.
Get away from this. Okay.
Oh my
there's a
God,
lot
he's out of
damage
mana.
coming
He's out of mana.
They're going to double nuke him. They're going to jump on him. Is he going to turn around?
Oh God, he's life stealing so much.
Vampire Lelis, he's back.
Double
He might
damager.
still have the duel.
Oh my God, he's gonna kill them
all of them. Oh my God, you are. He did it. What a maniac.
Dude,
I
double
can't
damage.
believe
Walk into the rush. Walk into the rush. It's right there.
100
You hit for 700.
65 agility with the double damage. That's
math.
a rapier. That's a free Roshan.
The roller coaster, Jenkins. The roller coaster.
That's not a rapier, sir. It also gives you 165 attack speed. That's a rapier moonshard, sir.
Right, bringing it back down because Capitalist told me that in order to make
Chill,
it
bro,
type, you
chill.
actually have to be chill for a little bit and then coming back. That's a huge Aegis that they got right there.
With the tip coming out from Laylas.
Was that good, Cap? Am I doing it?
You're doing it, bud.
Thank you.
You've come so far.
That sounds like what you say.
Are you winning, son? Are you casting, Jenkins?
Why are you winning? Yes, Jay, you like that?
I didn't laugh for a single
I
second.
actually don't like you at all.
Go ahead, Cap, on you.
Well, it's 16-25 with a 9,000 net worth lead for Quincy crew, and now they have an Aegis for Quinn. So they are giving that to their most exposed player. Yawar obviously feeling pretty good at
Oh, the
it.
four-step!
Oh, an aggressive four-step down to the low ground. Leela's in a kind of spicy position here. They should be able to just finish him off, but Yawar's going to be able to jump in turn take down Ocean. They do manage to get the Yule Scepter into the Aether Remnant, but they got to be careful because now he got telekinesis stolen Aether Remnant back into Laguna Blade. Oh no, Gunnar once again. He just cannot handle all these disables that are being thrown his way when he's alone.
And with that team fight explicitly being definitely over, and the next one being a separate team fight,
Yawar does look to push the tower with that Aegis from the Lina, but no, they back off. No mana on the Lina itself. Legion Commander still dead for 20. Not going to try to force out the buyback from Gunnar on the Void Spirit, as they're going to look to just migrate to this tier 2, have a nice ward behind it in case 4 Zoomers do elect to contest. We can see at the top if they ever do smoke, but they do not, so Quincy will have all the information they ever need, and even though he's low on mana, that Lina still right-clicks pretty hard, 210 a hit, 219 to be exact, as he uses his last bit of mana to keep those 3 fiery soul stacks up. Monkey's Forever scouting the high ground, still only has that Blink Dagger. Yes, he has a drum, but at the end of the day, at this point in the game, does not really do all that much, as Quinn nukes out the creep wave, and they look like they're content to claim their bountiful tower and also the bountiful runes.
you know, one difference that I've definitely noticed between the EU and NA games is that with these European, like Immortal League teams,
Okay.
they enter into the triangle as like a first priority in 15 minutes into the game. They'll go into the enemy triangle, and they won't necessarily take the tower surrounding it. They'll just like farm the triangle once or twice. And only now we're seeing Quincy enter into that triangle. Okay, you are.
That's a blade initiation.
Gets the Abyssal Blade onto Monkeys Forever, who does get 4-staffed out. SVG is in the area. The Remnant does catch Quinn, and the lift comes out onto Ocean. This is probably just a sacrifice because of the botched initiation. I think you're probably okay with that if you're Zoomers. Somebody's got to die there, and the smoke does come out as a follow-up from Quincy. They're trying to get more from that pickoff onto Ocean. Husky, he's a little bit far out. They had some detection on the high ground. I don't know if they had visions. They don't see him. And
Effectively an engagement right there.
that was effectively an engagement, and so I'll go ahead and analyze that Capitalist.
That's what you guys are for. The analysts.
Analysis and We got lift. Oh, go ahead.
Uh-oh. That's a little awkward. The remnant pullback that Rubik had stolen earlier. That's going to be able to slow down Sammy Boy. They're just kind of poking at him. Now they're actually going to be able to get the duel initiation before the BKB went down. He is pretty tanky, though. Now he's going to be able to get away, all thanks to that Frost Armor. Now the BKB, he's still pretty low, though. Look at the Lina, though. Quinn, he gets a little bit too far forward. He does have that second life, though. But at the same time, this bash on the Gunner, he has to be able to get away. The Stormhammer into the Fade Bolt. MSS, he's just slaying it right now. As 4 Zoomers going to drop 3, and Quincy crew funnel into the base.
With that distinct conclusion to that last engagement, we will have a buyback from Lich. Fortification is online, but they use, or the backdoor protection, but they use the fortification. The Dark Pact already expended, still low on mana on the Slark. Yule Scepter from the Lina, but Monkeys, he's looking for his opportunity. One shot, one opportunity, Mom Spaghetti, as Sven runs in without the BKB, no ultimate either, and he just plows onto the ground with the 4-step from Gunner onto himself. That is a Void Spear with a 4-step, people, as he assimilates to the left. Little bit of a juke going on there. Does MSS have lift? No, but he has the Stormhammer to follow up the Abyssal from Yawar. That is a double kill dominating streak for MSS, up by 19k at 33 minutes with 33 kills. That is so poetic if you ask me, huh, Jenkins?
And with that fight definitely ending.
All right, I'm going to take over the rest of the play-by-play if you guys keep on doing that. What did I say? The more attention you draw to it, the worse it becomes. And what do? Draw attention to it at every turn. Quincy crew, they're going to be able to finish off this lane of barracks and probably at least get 2 lanes. 60 seconds without a Void Spirit and another 25 without a Sven. Yeah, this is looking like free reign for Quincy crew.
Sammy Boy actually picked up a Manta style on the Sven just to deal with that Treant root, which has been so pesky when he BKB is just completely keeping him in place for the duration of that. It's rough to have to do that. I almost... Doesn't the Ags... Can't you Ag stun through the tree root?
Absolutely Ag stun, but you will still be rooted when you come out of it.
Sure, but, you know, it takes time to get to the target, and then you're also doing an AoE stun, so that's even more of a delay.
Are you saying you know how to itemize better than Sammy Boy?
I think if we're going to pick one thing...
Oh, look at that overgrowth initiation! Managed to get inside. Yawar inside of the cogs, just going to be able to quickly deal with the 2 supports. Now they're trying to jump on a Monkeys forever with the stolen Stormhammers, man. MSS, he has just bodied the last, like, 4 fights for Quincy crew and just made it easy for them to run down mid, and looks like they're going to be trying to close out this grand finals in style. A nice, clean 3-0. Zoomers gonna try and fight to the bitter end here as Gunner and Sammy Boy still back up here. They will manage to bring down SVG. That's just a start. And Astral Step that's going to be able to do a good amount of damage. MSS going to get mowed down, and they do still have the vision on the Quinn, so that's going to be 3. Yawar has been stealing some stats, and he turns onto the easier target to Heaven's Halberd. That actually is going to be able to allow Gunner to survive, and Yawar so low on mana doesn't want to be able to jump in any farther. He just says, it's time to be able to reset, boys. We may have tried things a little too hard. Just need to play it safe. Make sure we actually do take this 3rd game in the series.
Yeah, after watching the Alliance game today, you probably don't want to just go directly for that throne. I think a lot of people are going to be a little scared of that, as Ocean actually comes in with the hook, steals the rune, but yoink, that's about all he's going to get.
Yawar always seems to have no mana.
Yeah.
I saw Miracle with no mana today on Medusa. You know what I saw in that game? 12 mangoes given to him by his teammates. Where is the teamwork?
There's the mangoes.
Well, to start, they didn't get a mango tree.
Well, I feel like they would have done that anyways. They didn't have a mango tree because your carry needs mana. As he does have that Silver Edge for a bit of mana pool with that Echo Saber, but Regen just doesn't seem to be enough. He does eventually complete that SNY. Very important against the Halberd coming out from Sven, as well as the Lasso, just in case he ever does manage to get locked down, because not only is the status resistance super nice, but the ultimate he has will naturally regen him that 30% more.
True. Very effective item on Slark.
What's 30% of 7?
2.4? I don't know.
Yeah, he gets an extra 2.4% regen
Don't
per second.
quote me on that, but I feel like that's pretty close.
Yeah, it's definitely less than that.
It's like around 2, low 2s.
Just stop talking.
Got him.
Sorry about that.
Yawar finally catches up. Grabs Ocean. The important hero, though, is Sammy Boy, who does manage to TP back, and he's almost got his Aghanim Scepter. Can that actually turn the game?
Yes.
Are you just saying that, Brian?
No.
Jenkins, do you believe him?
I think they can turn the game. I think it's all on the back of Bamisoy here. He's almost got his Aghanim Scepter, and he's got the status resist coming from the Heaven's Halberd. He's got the BKB. He's got the Manta. He's got all of these ways, these wonderful ways of getting out of the tree root and just the plethora of stuns and disables that Quincy crew have. So I do really think that he can 1v5. I think the gold deficit is really in the other position.
Here comes Big Daddy Yawar.
Why have I heard the word plethora like 18 times today?
It's a fun word.
It is a fun word. It sounds very posh.
It's like a cornucopia.
Indeed.
It's a good word too.
Gunner, caught by the telekinesis once again, trying to get the Aether Remnant. The force staff. Oh no! He force staffed into Lelis. And Lelis says, why would you do that? Overgrowth's up. Two of them are going to be caught. Once again, Yuar's just dealing with the supports. Meanwhile, Sambi Voice just going to be trying to ignore him as much as possible. Fortunately, the Aghanim Scepter makes that difficult. Yuar pounced on through him. Still going to manage to hit the LSA. They do manage to get a bit of lockdown onto Quinn, but this time, Sambi Voice going to turn back in. Once again, a two-man stun, looking for the cleaves, but no, he's been stunned up. He couldn't finish off either one of them in the duel. Lelis with the buyback comes in, finishes off the Void Spirit. No buyback on these heroes, and it's going to be just monkeys forever, limping around. Eventually, he's going to be caught here, and now it is time for Quincy crew to truly end this game, truly end this series, and ascend to the throne as the gods of North and South America.
Gods of the planet, baby. Let's go.
That's a little much.
And
You think
that,
Secret would beat this?
a sacrifice, two sacrifices, Monkeys Forever and Husky. They will take those human sacrifices, and they will move on 3-0. Just an incredibly dominating performance here from Quincy crew as they manage to once again cement themselves